if you own a first generation Dodge and have any wiring issues whatsoever, regardless if you do or if you don't, we need to fix a big screw up from Dodge between the battery and right here. And what that is the main supply for your fuse panel under the dash. And it is a wire that tees off here, has a connector here, and goes to different fusible links right on the other side. You'll see some heat shrink rubber, and underneath that is a fusible link. What that means is it's a one-time fuse that's underneath here. And what happens is people take their test lights and they stab the wires to see if there's hydro. What that does is leave the wire exposed for corrosion and starts eating at the wire and starts doing a whole bunch of different things. Best thing to do is to run 4 of these little circuit breakers on your firewall, nice and neat, and then get a main power supply feeding from the battery. So you can still disconnect it, no problem. What I'm gonna do is mount this one, and all this is a holder for a relay. I just pulled the relay out, we don't need that anymore, and just filled it, put a bolt on the side, and filled it with silicone to dissipate the heat. All I'm gonna do is mount that on the firewall right here, feed that with one main wire from the battery, nice and close, and then feed the 4 individual circuit breakers from this one wire here. Then I'm gonna cut past the fusible link and just hook those individual circuits up to the circuit breaker. Now it's very easy to check for hydro later, and it won't give you any problems. If it does trip and it's something important, once it cools down, it'll activate again, something like your alternator, without burning your truck up. So here we go. These circuit breakers right here did a really good job of fixing all my issues underneath, getting rid of those fusible links. They are fed by this one positive terminal that I mounted right to the fender here, and that's being fed by the side post right here. I like these dual terminal batteries because I'm able to use the top post and the side post, and eliminates rotting and whatever, makes for better contact. So I got my starter being fed off the side post, my 2 glow plug wires, and my main wire for all my circuit breakers. I ran a 4/0 cable over to the other fender where I mounted another battery. From there, I'm going to directly feed the alternator into that side post, along with another 4/0 cable that's going to run to the back to feed an electric winch that he uses to pull the scrap trucks on. The wire for the alternator was on a 50 amp fusible link. I think they did that because it loops all the way around the engine, and if it does short out, you can burn your truck up, but I'm gonna run a nice neat wire right over to that battery and eliminate the need for that. So here we go. Hey, you're still watching, great. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You never know what you're gonna get. If it's got a throttle, we work on it. Help support the channel by picking up a tape boss off tapeboss.com. And remember, if you're not filthy, you're not rich.